Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. We're here and we're getting set, guys. I'm just getting the screens all fired up and ready to go because we are on the cusp of another massive Champions League, Europa Conference League match day. And you know what that means. We've got a deadline to get teams in for. We've got a few wee bits and bobs to preview, a few predicted lineups to get sorted. I'm just sitting live chatting everything up, guys. But fist bumps on arrival to everyone that's joining us. We're live on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, all the good stuff, guys. No matter where you're finding the channel, finding the show today, like, share, retweet, all that good stuff. Support the channel, support the cause, all that good stuff, guys. But it's been a big weekend. Let me know how you got on this weekend. Who broke your heart? Were you involved in the Liverpool cancellation, or did someone else come for you? Because I know the goalkeepers this weekend were all over the place. But fist bumps to you all. We did pretty well with the anti-stack as well. There's a 0 to hero video that will be out maybe later today or tomorrow. We'll see how it shakes out. But plenty of good cards to be given away. Plenty of success from the weekend as well. And looking ahead to next weekend on that video, there's more special stuff to go out and attack. So looking forward to getting stuck into some bits and bobs with you guys as we fire ourselves towards the midweek deadline. Fist bumps on arrival. I see lots of the heroes and legends joining us live and early, which is good to see, guys. Thanks for joining us. And I've kind of got my teams already and stuff like that, so it's not really too much for me. It's maybe a little bit more for, hanging out with you guys, having a wee double check at the last minute bits and bobs, and just seeing if we've missed anything obvious we want to take advantage of. 3 Prem relegations for Dan Moody. That is a heartbreaker. Ross Irvin, Mikey Basson. I still got the old Sony headphones go forever, don't they? Addy Mort's, good to see you. Doing some teams and out only just started. That is deadline drama if ever I heard it. Sorare AP, Coplice, Charlie Dunbar, first in on arrival. Love to see it, guys. So yeah, I've dropped a video yesterday. You've probably caught that, and I kind of go through a little bit of the lineups I've got going out this midweek. Just a little bit of strategy, some of the stuff I've been busy hustling about with in terms of goalkeepers in the market and stuff like that. So if you haven't caught that video, it went out yesterday. I highly recommend it. Some nice little strategy points we kind of touch on in terms of the evolution of the gallery. One thing, but that I did get quite excited for yesterday was Luis Barraza. Now, Luis Barraza, well, we'll get into Champions League and all that in a quick second, right? But Barraza looked to be, he's going to DC United, but DC United have also just signed another goalkeeper from the K-League, and yeah, it might not be smooth sailing for wee Luis Barraza anymore. So Kim Jun Hong is coming in from John Book Hyundai. So that's going to be another great headache next season, isn't it? You can just feel it already. A Korean keeper and a backup keeper from MLS fighting it out for the number 1 spot at DC. Doesn't it just sound like carnage waiting to happen? So yeah, we don't need to look at my teams or much too much. But do you think Engels or Bernardo starts? Sorare AP. Now, guys, I tried to share it around and I tried my best to get this stuff out to you as quickly as possible. But I've actually got a full preview of the game, like front to back, top to bottom, who I think will play, how I think the game will go, etc, etc. If you haven't already, you just go onto YouTube. Satara here. You can make it as all one word if you want. And there you go. Bang, there it's there. Now, you've got 21 minutes to watch if you want to see the full thing, of course. Feel free to watch it after the deadline. Always welcome, of course. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Satara here. Me and McBride stream on this as well every week, just chatting about the lineup and all the rest of it. So if you do stack Celtic cards, it's definitely a channel to be tuning into. I go Engels, but that is quite a tight call for this one, to be honest with you. We'll have a look at what the projections are, because it was one of the first ones that was available. McBride done his projecting nice and quickly, nice and easily, and I think like what McBride's got here is kind of just what best 11 kind of feels like at the moment. He's went with Taylor at left back and Engels in the centre mid. I think Valley starts this one. I said at the time, I think there's a lot of logic, there's a lot of good reason to believe that the Aberdeen team is going to be the Zagreb team. Now, Bernardo and Valley started that game, otherwise it's the same 11 as what you see on screen just now. And yeah, Bernardo, because of that, I think he's got a solid shout of playing this one. But seeing the way he's kind of managed Engels' range of passing, Engels has played Champions League already. I think Engels gets the nod over Paulo. But I think Valley, again, I think he was in that Aberdeen squad. I think he's played very, very well. I'm not saying I think, as in, I don't know if I say I think is in my opinion. But he played one of the best games of anyone in the team away to Dortmund. He played the full 90 minutes away to Atalanta, and yeah, I think Valley is at left back. Otherwise, the rest of the team is pretty nailed. I think the remainder of the defence Hatate and McGregor for me are nailed. A few Celtic fans maybe think McKibben could come into this, but I don't see it whatsoever. And the front three's the front three, so should be a good one. The Zagreb predicted lineup has been interesting. Let's say Mbuku is on to play left wing on this one. That's a bit of a change. We had Spikic, I think, in to start this when I did the preview, so a wee slight change there, but they're certainly not full strength, but holes everywhere in this team. I think this is going to be a big one for Celtic. Like, I'm hyped for this tonight. Like, I think we're going to absolutely smash them. Apocalypto, I see you in the comments somewhere. I know you're there. Let it be known what your thoughts and feelings are. One place off promotion for Charlie with one team, and one place off safety in another. Oh, that's gutting. Just bought a Morgan Sanson to go with McGinn for Champions League specialist. Ross Irvine, love that. Finlay Lion, good to see you. Hans Kjellberg, fist bump. Can you check Atletico? Yeah, so Atletico's on my radar a little bit as well, and their game is one of the plum fixtures. And they're at home to Slovan Bratislava. This should be a high scoring game. I've actually, again, I don't want to spoil the video, but I'm not sure I'd be putting Jan the Man at 95 for a game like this. Lenormand and Jimenez is a 50-50. Anything else is pretty nailed. I suppose right back is 50-50 as well. Molina and Azpilicueta. So maybe not too sure how that shakes out. But Griezmann's getting 100. There's probably another couple of 80s in the forward line somewhere here. Just depends who gets the decisives. Their clean sheet should be quite reliable here. But yeah, let's not talk about Athletic clean sheets. It's been a bad weekend for that. We've got Girona playing Liverpool, which is a fun game. Girona, oh yes, 50-50. See if that's 50-50. Stuani starts, and it's not just a default that he's there because they're both 50-50. Oh, that'll make me so much happier, because I've not got any super rare forwards in Champions League except for Stuani and Siganikov, and Siganikov is nowhere on screen, of course. But like Girona, like, let's have a look at the actual table. I've not done that yet for this midweek, because I don't think there's many teams that are written off yet. But the thing about this Champions League format is there is no trap door. There's no getting into the Europa League by hook or by crook. You've got to finish in this top 24 or you're going home, end of story. And Girona, like, are toiling. 3 points. Real Madrid on 6. And now this is going to change over the next match or two. You feel there may be a bit of a divide created. So, huge one for Girona. They've only got that one victory. Was it against Sturm Graz or something? So, pretty pitiful. Big home game for them. Liverpool, but probably the worst team you could welcome. Liverpool are scoring goals in this. I don't think. Girona, I really hope they get a goal. I really hope they score 2. But by the way, Darwin's this game up. But I could just see this midfield is going to have a great day. I think Salah could have a hat-trick, no problem, against 1 goal a game. Gaza. And it's hard to... Girona just don't have that much firepower right now. I don't think Liverpool really need to worry too much about losing that clean sheet. Could be a really good game week for Dublin, Trent and Robbo, Trent and Van Dijk and Robbo, whatever you play. Could be a really good one. I don't really hold my breath out for this at all whatsoever. Atalanta home to Real Madrid, a repeat of the Super Cup. Now, if anyone's watched the Super Cup pre-season, by the way, it was a great game, and Real Madrid have certainly not forgotten it. If you ask me, really strong team here. Is this as strong as they come? Probably, yeah. I'm not too sure about left back. Zappacosta has looked pretty impressive when I've seen him this year. And Real Madrid, Ceballos, Modric. There's still some square pegs and round holes here. Fran Garcia and Lucas Vazquez in at fullback. Tchouameni over Asensio, the little young guy that's been playing, and at centre back. So, wow, this is kind of like, if your defence is weak playing Atalanta, like, Atalanta are going to be right up for this. They've really kind of got the measure of Real Madrid from that Super Cup game. You might remember Mbappe spawned his way right in the end to a goal. This is going to be an interesting one. No idea what way this game goes, actually. Especially seeing Real Madrid so desperately need Champions League points here, down in 24th on 6 points. Whereas, who are they facing again? Sorry, I've just totally drawn a blank. Atalanta. They're like, yeah, right up there. Where are Atalanta? 5th. Wow. Yeah, big game. Another massive game. Bayer Leverkusen at home to Internazionale, Inter Milan. To me and you, probably. Bit of a difference in change of team here. Schick looks to be back. So they play that target man element. Drop Andrick a bit deeper. This will be an odd one. I really don't know how to judge this, because Both have got, they're both very similar teams in a lot of ways. I think Leverkusen have more actual like football quality with the likes of Palacios, Wirtz, Grimaldo, Xhaka. But I do think I suppose maybe this is like the midfield, no Barella, no Mkhitaryan, feels a little bit second stringy. The defence is a defence, they're solid. Zielinski hasn't been ever present, and no Lautaro Martinez. This is a funny one actually. This isn't the best Inter. No, Darmian over here for Dumfries. Interesting, by the way. I don't know what to think of that. I wasn't going to touch this game anyway at all, but maybe if you've got a Leverkusen card or two, maybe it's actually a wee bit less scary than you might have thought. Evening, Sorare Holland, good to see you. I don't know where you are, but it's the evening. China, I think, isn't it? Charlie Dunbar bought a Baranashea so I can enter a Sociedad stack into in-season. Love it, mate. Baranashea was my captain for one of my super rare teams, but everyone else did like 40, so I did absolutely nothing. What's your best of Europe team now? I'm actually going to build that with you, Jerm, in a wee minute. I've bought a card for it as well, which we'll be giving away. I can't give it away in the show today, so I suppose we'll be giving it away maybe on the deadline show or something. I'll reveal what that is shortly. Praying Jimenez start. Is that Feyenoord, I think, maybe? And then Ricky Lomas, fist bump to you. Thanks a lot for joining us. Guys, there's about 50 or 60 of you on YouTube. If you could please smash the like button. It just lets YouTube know we're having a good time and all the rest of it. And overall, I think we're close to about 200 views across all the platforms now. So thanks to everyone that's joining us. Fist bump, like, share, retweet. If you put this into group chats and stuff, it seems to really help the algorithm and all that fun. So if there's any little chats you're in, feel free to send a link across and all that good stuff. Next up, we've got Brestois. Now, Brestois are currently in 11th, by the way, on 10 points. They're not quite Lille. Lille have been the kind of surprise package for me, but they're actually on the same points. Brestois doing a pretty good job of keeping it firm up front. Strong in the back and all that good stuff. And De Castillo's back. They've obviously, we're speaking about the injury they lost recently. I've forgotten who it is now, but they'll be coming into this game at home against a PSV team that they shouldn't be scared of because they're like French and Dutch and budgets and whatnot. But if you actually look at this PSV team, they have got some players in it. Veerman back in the building. Siberia, the cheat code, and beside him, Boscagli is dusty. So dusty. He needs to get the dust off himself for this midweek. Noah Lang, Bakayoko, De Jong back in the house as well. This will be a tough one actually as well. I like a lot of individuals in these games depending on what your opinion on how the match will go is. Where are PSV in the league? Are they kind of similars? Yes, this is a bit of a 6-pointer in and around that playoff zone. Brugge versus Sporting. This will be fun. So I've also seen Brugge up close and personal on the last match day. And yeah, I don't think they're that dynamic. I don't think they're that fearsome, let's say. At home, that'll be a bit different. And Sporting have been kind of wobbling since they've lost Amarim. Yeah, again, honestly, how many of these games are tough to call? I think Celtic smash Zagreb. I think Liverpool smash Girona. I think Atalanta are good for a win against Real Madrid. But then thereafter, even into this, like, how do you call some of these games? Like, Leipzig have been... There's a lot of chat that Marco Rosa, the manager, could be lining himself up to get sacked. Seiwald in at centre-back with the injury crisis they've got. Very similar team to what played Celtic. And Aston Villa, kind of up and down this year. They're juggling a lot. They're kind of playing at top volume, top revs at the moment. They should have enough to beat Leipzig, but it's away from home. Leipzig will fancy the way Aston Villa like to play as well. Big game for Emi Martinez. It's probably the way I'm thinking about this ultimately. Watkins can get decisives in this. Like, anyone can get decisives in this one, to be honest with you. I like the likes of Rodgers, Watkins, Tielemans, McGinn. Probably not. Philogene could be fine, of course, but Camara, I don't think you take him in a stack. Salzburg at home at PSG. Feels like we've had this game somewhere before, hasn't it? Again, really fun Salzburg team. They lost at home but to Zagreb, so this is probably a great one. Now, guys, it happens every game week. If Kang is predicted to start, he will not start. And if he is not predicted to start, then you blooming well know he's gonna. So I don't know what to think about this midweek, because I could actually see him starting this one, but 90%? Maybe there's some injuries and stuff like that. Maybe it makes it a bit more nailed, but interesting. Yeah, Moussa Dembele, Ousmane Dembele, sorry, sent off, isn't he? So yeah, it's probably quite nailed actually. I might upgrade Kang in when I've got him, because that could be a good game for him away at Salzburg. That could be a game where a lot of these players, especially looking at the defence, could hit massive scores. Salzburg have not been vintage, Shakhtar Donetsk are at home to Bayern. Again, this is a defence team. Every time I've seen Shakhtar in the Champions League for as long as memory goes, defend and counter, And Bayern Munich will welcome that approach. And I've actually got a Bayern Munich stack in here. We've got Konrad Laimer, we've got Goretzka, we've obviously just recently brought the Sané back in. So this could be half fun, actually, for me. I might have a bit of a Bayern play. I think I do. I think I've seen this, actually, on the go. And, yeah, this could be the most one-sided, maybe Girona-Liverpool. This could be one of the most one-sided results of the game week, alongside Atletico Madrid, of course, which we already mentioned and spoke about. It's on screen there for you. We've also got a Bratislava team, because it looks like they've got a few cards again all of a sudden. So I don't think they had this many cards when they played Celtic. That's funny. Lille, Sturm Graz, again, a fear for Sturm Graz. Lille they're just got a Champions League mode, Honestly, do not write them off. This is like Lille 2-0, something like that. Maybe there's a goal for Graz, but yeah, I just don't see it. I think they'll be too good, ultimately, Lille. Arsenal Monaco, the Arsene Wenger derby. Mikel Merino, 60% on its start this one. That's an interesting one. Arsenal fans, if any are here, what do we think about Mikel Merino? Oh, Lee Kang-in and Kim Min-jae are a dream pair this game week. Sorare FC Seoul, by the way, what a shout that is. Did you catch the Valencia news? Gaia and Mama both likely out till Jan. No, wrong button. Oh, please don't say. I should have bought when he was 20 quid. 40 will do. I'll take that. Oh, that guy only takes ETH. How about the other guy? Yeah, that's fine. Oh, wish I bought him when he was 20 the other day. 40's fine, but it's an in-season keeper. Thank you very much, Charlie Dunbar, for the catch. Dimitrievski in the building. Wish I paid 20 for that a few days ago. That's a kick in the teeth. Ah, yeah. Oh, well. That's what it is. That's good, but I've got a full and again, having an in-season keeper now, that gives me a lot of flexibility. Again, guys, how many goalkeepers have I bought? Charlie Dunbar, great intel, mate. Thanks very much. I hope you're not pulling my chain on that one. Just saw the word drama in the title and immediately joined the stream. Up the villa. I loved it. Yeah, guys, like and share, retweet, all that good stuff. Thank you very much. Do you think Forster stays in goals? Yeah, definitely. We'll check out Tottenham as well, because I've got that in action. Salzburg currently in second bottom of the Austria split. Several games, long winter break to recover, but defo not the RB we are used to. Germ, great intel, mate. Great flavour on top. But yeah, Arsenal fans, let me know what you're thinking about Mikel Merino. This is a strong Arsenal team. Jesus and Havertz, very attacking, isn't it? Where's Odegaard? Is he... Ooh, interesting, by the way. Is that tactical? I didn't think he'd picked up a knock. I've not been following. I've kind of lost track of the Premier League over the last 2 or 3 weeks, I must admit. Monaco have got all the guys that you want playing if you've got Monaco, so hey, good luck to them. And Arsenal might just have one eye on the league again, No Odegaard. It's kind of the difference for Arsenal this year, wasn't it? When Odegaard was in the team, they started doing a lot better. Benfica, Arunes again playing in a different position. He's back up front. Rest of this team looks pretty good, by the way, pretty solid. I want to say this now for you guys, for the bunchies here. I do keep up with the Premier League in terms of all the drama and all the gossip and all that. Mark my words, Chelsea will buy Anatoly Trubin within the next 12 months. Bologna. Oh, Skorupski's in. Good. And I think this is a great game for Benfica, by the way, because Bologna don't have a cutting edge up front. That's been the big thing that they've missed this year, with no Xerxes or Cellini being in and out of the team. Lewis Ferguson being unavailable until this point, essentially. So I think this is actually a good Benfica one. Could be like, I hope it's a 0-0 draw, but I don't think Benfica concede more than one in this game. So you've got a defensive stack there, could work out quite well. Dortmund Barca is a massive game, isn't it? Julian Brandt has been confirmed is out. So Pascal Gross, Sabitzer and Nemeka is the midfield three. The rest of the team kind of picks itself, doesn't it? Gregor Kobel in goals. And then for Barca, it is the best 11. Defence is still subject, isn't it? But the midfield and the front line doesn't get any better for them. Lewandowski, former club. Rafinha living his best life. Olmo loves playing in Germany. Yamal Champions League loves a bit of it. Pedro Casado is the new Xavi Busquets, isn't it? So yeah, that's going to be a fun one. Great one for the neutral there. Goals galore, you've got to think. Feyenoord at home at Sparta Prague. Feyenoord, we've got Jimenez there. Somebody was asking for Jimenez in the chat. Calvin Stengs, ooh, he's back. 50% chance on. Hwang in the bum is 90% on. I've seen another clip. I think he might be making a move, by the way. Really strong team at the defence there. Sparta Prague, we don't get a predicted team for. I don't think any of you guys have cards for it anyway. Juve Man City is another big game, by the way, isn't it? Still no Douglas Luiz, and I was seeing that Fulham and West Ham are tracking Douglas Luiz, and I thought, give me a break, man. Fulham and West Ham are going to try and get him out of Juve. Good luck with that. Unknown with the goalkeeper. Looks is pretty much as good a team as they can put out there. City really on the ropes. And yeah, you guys said it on the deadline show, but Grealish has maybe been playing a bit more number 10. So interesting. Otherwise, quite similar team to what we've seen at the weekend. Ederson and Ortega still fighting it out. 2 games to go. We've then got AC Milan. Wow, this could be one of the most one-sided games of the game week, especially if they're playing 4-2-2. Tammy Abraham and Alvaro Morata is a front two against a team like this. Could be wild. Pulisic is going to be out for about 5 games, I think, or so. So a wee bit of a change. I think that might actually make it Reinders' season, because Reinders has been getting solid 8-8 and all the rest of it. Who picks up that set piece slack from Pulisic? Could be Reinders. And if there's just more decisive to maybe go around goals or assist or something, I think he's as solid a shout as any to be in amongst it. So I think Reinders is a great shout for this game week, as is someone like Pavlovic and Theo Hernandez. You could probably take a full AC Milan stack. I don't see Red Star. This is like 3-0 AC Milan or something, a game like this, isn't it? And then we've got Stuttgart taking on Young Boys of Bern. Hope they smash them into oblivion. Fabian Rieder, who's a Swiss player. Maybe a wee bit of a homecoming match, something like that. Again, it's the same Stuttgart team we've seen a million times. Forgot about Hwang in the bum, the Korean Dream treble now. Yeah, you can play all 3 of them. Great shout with the Trubin to Chelsea, especially as Mudryk is already at Chelsea and Trubin and him are best mates. Oh, cool. Good chance for Prem teams to give their stars a rest before Christmas period. Fair enough. Alisson, I think Alisson is on to start. I think that news has came out. I seen it on the timeline somewhere. Yeah. So if you want to get your Kelleher's cheap, might become Kelleher season again. Hi Quinny, do we have an update about the Chelsea squad? Yeah, I've not been into Europa Conference League. Well, I'll kind of scantily run about them. I'm not going to do a full preview, but this is what we've got for Chelsea. Mark Gouet is actually going to start this one. Some guy called Tyreek George is 50% to start over João Felix. Chukwuemeka's in this fold. Disaster at right back. Jorgensen goals. Mudryk starts. And this shows at home here, but it's away to Astana. This is a big trip. This is a dodgy pitch. This is difficult climate and circumstances. Chelsea still should smash them. But if we look at Chelsea, I don't think they've been smashing everyone in this competition to this point. Heidenheim, and again, Heidenheim aren't pushovers, I suppose. Let's see. Who did they have? Heidenheim, they went a man down. Noah, yeah, they smashed M8 now, of course they did, but who else? I suppose Panathinaikos 4-1, 4-2 Ghent. I suppose maybe I'm eating my words here a bit, actually. They have been quite prolific, haven't they? Maybe it's this Servette crap, yeah, the qualifiers. Maybe that's what I've kind of got a memory of. So yeah, maybe they, but yeah. Pinch of salt with the Astana game, I think. Oh, we've got Fiorentina. Is Quatra in? No, he's not. Bummer. I'm going to need to deal with that myself. Betis against Petro Club. This could be a good one. And guys, I've been chanting his name on this channel for a while, but Asian Diao is happening now, isn't he? Now, as I'm saying that, let's go and have a wee peek at his actual L5. This guy is a proper wonder kid. Like, when I first watched him, I was like, this guy has got everything. And it's not quite SO5 friendly, but he's such a joy to watch. Off the bench for against Barca to snatch it. He's such a good player. Big dribbler, powerful runner. And yeah, quite a lot of 50-50s actually across the front line in this team. So maybe be careful for that. Maybe a bit of a poison chalice. Hearts Copenhagen, if anyone cares about that. We've got Chips, Cheese and Pussy El Yunusi up front for Copenhagen. Along Cornelius as well, former Premier League player against the Hertz. Good luck to them. Anything else of interest? Not really in the Conference League. In Europa League, ooh, Fener against Athletic. Fener team, yeah, it looks pretty much as good as they can make it. Defence, yeah, okay, I suppose. And an Athletic Club. Alvaro Jao, that's a new name on me. No Guruzeta, no Sanchez. Berenguer comes in for this one. Otherwise, the rest of the team, fullbacks have made some changes. Yeah, nice. Hoffenheim, this could be a big one against Steaua Bucharest. Ooh, I thought that was 20 Roma. Galatasaray, Malmo. Decent team. Could be very good. Malmo are not to be totally written off. Twente, Olympiacos. Roma, Braga. Yeah, I think that competition might actually be quite open, the special weekly that we have for Europa Conference League, because even the one or two, like Chelsea are away to Astana, Betis against Petro Club might have a lot of rotation. Harry's boy Fassini on to start against his team Nice. That'll be funny to watch Harry Trades live stream this one. Who are still on their knees, it looks like, in terms of the squad availability. Man U away to Pilsen. By the way, do not write that off. Pilsen at home are like a mini Celtic. You know, they bring a big atmosphere. They will be up for this. And Man United are a team that can lose a game like this in Europe. It's just possible, you know. The team looks strong enough, but yeah, don't count your chickens on Man United. Ajax Lazio is a fun game, isn't it? Ajax team looks decent without being amazing. And Lazio, Tati is on to play this one. Ravella, Pedro, Chuana, Noslin. Yeah, there's a wee bit of Champ Euro like power in this. Gigo in at centre back. How's Gigo been doing? Look at this guy. He's been paid well, hasn't he? He's been paid well. Signs are there, but not quite. Yeah, so that's a big match. I actually might put my Tati somewhere now. Bodo, who have just wrapped up the title, they're at home at Besiktas. Evyen, JPH, Zikernako, all in the fold. Besiktas. Is that rotated? Interesting, by the way. Go to Bodo, underestimating them at your own peril. Maccabi Tel Aviv, if anyone's got cards in this team. Near Beaton, can I get in the blooming squad? Jesus. Leon, Cherky's on, which is good. Against the Frankfurters. Tanner Tessman in to come here. Warmed Omari as well, forgot all about him. Didn't even know, well maybe I did know, but I forgot he was at Leon. Frankfurt, full strength. Niels and Kunku back in the building. Rasmus Christensen available. Tiati available. Maybe not full strength, but that's the kind of team that we've seen early this season really dominate. So that's actually quite a tasty match. Porto, I think, are on for a good game here. Fabio Vieira. He's going to hit 100. Heard it here first. It's Samuel Moradon with a hat-trick. It's not a Moradon anymore, sorry. I forgot about Agahawa or something. Kevin Mbabu. That's fun to see. Buxa. Rangers against Tottenham. This is the Rangers team. A few guys aren't registered in their squad. A few of the guys have been playing well domestically over the last week or two, so there will be some enforced changes. And they're playing Ange Postecoglou's Tottenham Hotspur, who bring with them the great Celtic wall of Fraser Foster. A pretty strong defence. Like, they're not playing Ben Davis and Archie Gray and stuff like that, you know. Dragusin, Van de Ven, midfield, Madison should be on a heater. And I'm playing Timo Werner. I'm playing Timo. If someone's going to go past Tavernier and give him a nightmare like Daiza Maeda can, it's Timo Werner. Big Solanke against Butland. Brennan Johnson against Butland. Like, Ange needs a big victory. Ange knows he can get a big victory here. And, like, motivation is about fourfold, isn't it? What is it Tottenham are in again? Is it Europa? I think they're probably looking quite good right now, so I think they've been handy enough. Wow, Lazio are top. That's a really big game for them against Ajax. Rangers are actually sniffing up there as well. With Tottenham, so that's going to be a bit of a 6-pointer also. But yeah, it's quite a lot of dead teams at the bottom here. Wow, look at Nice. Malmo, I suppose I said don't write them off, but maybe you can. Hoffenheim are still in SOS mode. Wow, man, this is actually quite tight, isn't it? Like, the quality of team, like, it's not like, yeah, sure, there's like RFS, Ludogorets, Qarabag, Tel Aviv, Like there's maybe an obvious like bottom 7 or something like that, but the rest of them, wow, so tight, so tight. And yeah, fancy Spurs to be a big one this game week. Sociedad at home to Kiev. Sociedad team is on screen. Charlie Dunbar bringing in the Baranashea. I've got an in-season outfield here. I've not got Oscarson. I'm missing a forward, and I'm probably not going to go buy one since I just got that Dimitrievski. But yeah, really strong team. I'm playing a classic stack, I think, for this. Dynamo Kiev, no cards. And then we've got Anderlecht away to Slavia Prague. Again, I wouldn't take this for granted, Anderlecht stacks. Alvaro Jallo was playing at Braga last year. João Calves, the Atletico Bilbao player we mentioned earlier. Thanks for the intel, mate. Love to hear that. Midweek is great in cup games. Well, he did great against Celtic in the Champions League, so I suppose I could go along with that. Need a very cheap, rare Europa Conference defender. A good, cheap defender. I don't know if Roma have got the best game necessarily, but Italian teams at home, if I'm thinking defence. Porto, who do they have? Don't know if any of them are going to be that cheap. Sociedad could be okay if you went for an Aaron Baru. I don't know how much he goes for, but very solid AA, could get decisive here. Chelsea maybe. That Vega's a midfield card. He could be cheat. He could have been cheat code for you, but Fiorentina, last glance are only the worst opponents, and this centre back position is a nightmare. So Rui Bal, Luke Jones, you got. Fair enough. What a disaster! I've just cancelled out my specialist team to rearrange, and it's still keeping them in lineups despite them not existing, so I can't select them anymore. Allison confirmed at Harco. It looks the way it goes. Try Watanabe, says Jacob. Have you covered Porto yet? What 5 would you pick? Yeah, we looked at Porto. I'll pop them back up. Porto were in Champions League, were they? That was Europa. Porto are playing Midtjylland and they should rinse them. Yeah, in terms of a 5, I think Otavio scores really well, doesn't he? But you really need Fabio. Like, that's just the key part of it for me. If you've got him, you're probably eky chances on good scores from the rest of the players. Like, Galeno probably stands out. Of course, Amoridon or Samu's the goal getter. But yeah. Baraghi from Fiorentina is predicted to play. I don't know about Baraghi. Good, cheap defender in Europa or Conference. He's already got Rui Bal. I don't think we're all convinced with the Rui Bal, although he could do great, of course, but it feels like there would be a better guy. I like Aaron Baru at home to Kiev. Galatasaray might have a bit of it as well since they're actually away. Davison Sanchez, I don't know how cheap he is, but he could be good for it. Right, so I've got a best of Europe team to build. Like I was mentioning, if somebody asked earlier on, I think it was Jerm. So we can do this now and have a proper look at who do we think. I think we fancied Magic Mike for the clean sheet, didn't we? At home to Red Star. I'm trying to remember who else stood out as being very good. I like Fraser Foster going to Ibroke, but they could score a goal. I'm not going to rule that out completely. Nubel against Young Boys could be solid. Trubin could be wild against Bologna because Trubin could get all sorts of AA. Trubin is Champions League. Like, he is a Champions League keeper. Oblak's the danger because I think Musso could play, just on the random. And if you take Oblak, you're just asking for it if it does happen. But yeah, I think my goalkeeper of choice is Magic Mike. Shock. In defence, I do like Thomas Araujo, by the way, in the Bologna match. I picked him in the 0 to Hero squad, if memory serves me right. But who do we think? Hakimi could be on for a great one here. Hakimi's just got that form. Decent fixture. Away from home, maybe makes the AA a bit more friendly. Like, he's less likely to forfeit possession. But yeah, we could go for like Trent, Van Dijk, Theo Hernandez as well. Austin Trusty, we could take some Celtic guys away from home. Should be good for the all-around. It's actually a real selection choice here for defence across a few squads. What we're thinking is, yeah, the guys that looked like Theo Hernandez feels like the play. Feels like Theo. Maybe we go double. I love doing Theo and Hakimi in the same team. It just makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. Picking Theo before Hakimi feels wrong because of the scores Hakimi's been bringing. Let's have a look at that Salzburg team again. Yeah, Hakimi. I might still pick Theo. Now, I brought in a Christmas Neon Edition Hatate because I think like Celtic are going to rinse it, and I think Hatate is a midfielder that could be breaking a 75er in this one, no problem at all. So we'll play him as midfielder 1. And then up front, I actually do really like Salah in the Girona match, like I mentioned earlier. Who else? Samu, I think, is on for a big scoring match. Agehowa, that's what his name is now. Agehowa. Again, how big can he score? I think we need something like a hat-trick of decisives at the very least, and he can do that. And I think, you know, that kind of game could be that. It's not definite, but it's more of my hunch and a suspicion rather than anything else. Saibari, the cheat code. Away to Brest, it's maybe not a game where he is a cheat code in. Lookman against Real Madrid. How did he do in the Super Cup final? I didn't score. I think I'm getting hit that in the Europa League, kind of mixed up a little bit there. Maybe a wee bit of revenge could be on the cards. It's hard to say. There's Nicholas Kuhn. But I think Salah is the one I'm the most kind of smitten with here. Maybe there's a Barcola in my future. Watkins. This is actually quite a hard one to nail in because the forward needs to get the decisive, needs to get the goal. But there's a few games. Oh, that's who we want. We want Griezmann. Just seen an Atletico player there. We want Griezmann. Am I tripping? Ah, there we go. Griezmann, beautiful. And in the 5th spot, someone is going to rinse. I might still take Salah. Or Trent. Does Trent make more sense than Salah? Maybe. I can see Trent playing a lot of balls into the final third. Morata has a good game. Oh, Josh Cameron. Oh, you just messed about with the filters. Thanks very much. I'm glad you. I'm thankful for you that you've tried Musa and Dai from Anderlecht. Yeah, he looks really good, but the Anderlecht game isn't primo. I think there's better guys out there. Yeah, 5th man. This is a tough one. There's quite a few tough games. Again, I might just go Theo because I think I might go Theo. I think AC Milan against Red Star, like they're getting the clean sheet. Theo's, Reinders maybe. No, Reinders is who we want. Yeah, no, I've got a good feeling about Reinders. So much so I might captain him. Because AA is so high. He's got a bit of form. No Pulisic. Or no, actually, do we captain Grizu? At home to Slovan. Yeah, I think we captain Grizu. Nice. This is my best of Europe team. And the reason I was quite happy to get the Hatate, obviously I'm happy to give it away to one of you guys. But if you've not seen this, the prize pool is 500 quid of market credits for first. There's some game tickets and some jerseys and that across the top 5. And then it's only paid out for the top 10. The Hatate didn't cost us too much. Well, we try and open it as well. I'll give this away to one of you guys on the deadline show. Let's see if we've got a wee special edition. Sorry, I know the desktop audio's really loud there. Ooh, yellow. And it's animated! Oh, I missed the tail. Oh, look at that, guys. Look at that. Doesn't that just say we're going to win it, Quinny? Doesn't that just say we're going to win it? That's a beauty. That is an absolute beauty. The last limited midfielder Hatate card I had was a champion edition. So maybe there's something in the blockchain for that one. Love that. Beauty of a card, by the way. Beauty. So yeah, we'll give that away to one of you guys on the deadline show after the deadline, because it's going to be in my oh, received an offer. I think he wants to give us Now, I can't do a big giveaway on the stream today because it's not going to be on for terribly long, because I'm doing an event tonight for the Celtic Zagreb match. But Ian, I will accept this offer in lieu, and we're gonna have a mega giveaway this week on the deadline show. Thanks very much, Ian, Scottish Bar Steward, for the generosity. And yeah, we've got a bunch of guys there, some decent, some probably less decent, but great cards to add on top of that Hatate. So I think we need to like select the team again so we can actually see his like face, because we've taken him out the packet now. Yeah, there we go. Buzzing, by the way. Oh, it still doesn't show here, but that's fine. So these are the teams I've went out with elsewhere. So in Super Rare, I'm playing the Stuani, Robbo. I'm playing everyone here that I can, essentially. I don't know why Goretzka's availabilities went down here. Can anyone fact check me here or double check me? I wouldn't mind playing McGinn, but I think these other games are just way better. This has got a sneaky chance of doing good, by the way, because Llorente could captain armband 100 in a game like that. If Stuani can jam himself into a 60 somehow, and then everyone else can just do their bit, this could be fun. And then again, across Champion Europe, team number 1 for me, I'm going double defence, Captain AJ, Trusty, Engels and Kuhn. Just going for the smashers, the heavy hitters. And Classic, I'm kind of doing the same thing, but I'm kind of going mirror image with some of the players. So double defence, but with Hatate defender. Hoping he cheat codes it, maybe he escapes, gets subbed off in the 65th minute with a clean sheet intact or something, you know. And All Black in goals. But if All Black is giving me the heebie-jeebies, this sort of game does lend itself to a Jan Musso type of character playing. So I've got an in-season team here that if Musso plays, all these guys will feature, you know. So might do okay, you never know. Just a nice wee hedge, nice wee handcuff there, I don't mind doing. And then the limited team, which actually should be Captain Schmeichel. So I forgot about that new rule at the club. Limited Schmeichel as captain. But again, it's in-season team. We've went double defence. This time it's not AJ and Trusty, it's AJ and Vickers. Rather than Engels, I'm playing Hatate. Rather than Kuhn, we've got Maeda. So I've got all 4 forwards covered. I've got the whole back 4. I've got 4 centre mids. 3 centre. I've got all 4 centre mids, yeah. So no matter who plays, how we play, where the decisives come, I will get them. It's just about if I can trap them in one team. That's the trick here. So across 3.5 lineups, wish me luck. I've put a limited team out. I was wondering where the Bayern guys went, but we actually do now have Kang, and I think I might have put Kang. We've got, oh yeah, we need to change Quatra. How much time we got? We've got time. So we need to change Quatra. And we didn't actually pick Kang in the under-23 team. Would I play... I think I might mix this team up a bit. So I think I would take Kang in this team quite comfortably. And I think I would drop Limer for Soboslai used in our lineup. Does it show me who played in under-23s? Wirtz. Ooh. Wirtz at home to Inter or Soboslai away. I think I'd take Soboslai away, I think. Didn't play at the weekend. He should be too good for Girona. Oh, that's a tough one. Wirtz or Soboslai? Let's go Soboslai, I think. Upgrade this team a bit. Make it so. No freaking way. Kieran Tierney is 50% on to play for Arsenal. Get out of here. No way. Oh, did we put KT into a team? Oh my god, 4 minutes ago he is. Tierney's back. Tierney's back. Did I play Super Rare Tierney somewhere? Or did I have I must have a rare. Yeah, I do. I must have a rare. Wow. Declan Rice in it right back. Jesus. Odegaard back in now with Havertz. Wow, this is a bit of a mixed up team, isn't it? Monaco are Honestly, if you want good odds on an away win, I think Monaco. This is just turmoil. Turmoil. I think Gyökeres could do well. Yeah, Gyökeres has got a decent game, doesn't he? Sporting their away to Bruges. Yeah, could definitely see Guy. That's the thing. Bruges like got quite lucky against Celtic. We didn't shoot more. I think if we shot more, we would have scored way more than what we did. Yeah, but no Quatra. It's kind of Xavi Lopez is my only other option here if I go double defence. So let's just drop Quatra. We'll put Angelino in the defence spot. And then, yeah, Cherky's in training because I think he was unconfirmed. So, yeah, let's bring Cherky in. He can just straight take the captain's armband in, apparently. That's just the way it works. Tati has got a game as well, which we've not capitalised upon. Tati Castellanos. So, yeah, I'm happy enough with that. I'm happy enough with a Sociedad spine with Werner and Foster. I'm not going to change that. Again, Craig Gordon's playing Copenhagen, so that might get wrecked. And then we took Soboslai out of this. We've got Valley. Sucic is on to play. We could put Sucic in this midfield. I think that's what we'll do. It's a 4-man team. I'm not crossing. Diego Gomez has flown to England to complete his... What Diego Gomez is this, Graham? Surely they just play at centre-back or Partey and left-back. Play Tierney. Non sports cards, no idea. This is breaking news to me. We're missing a guy out of a training lineup. Must be Cherky. And we'll replace him with... Who needs the XP? Maybe Baron Ashea is worth it, by the way. Yeah, let's put Baron Ashea in. Inter Miami. That's not Craig Hunt. Good to see you, mate. Fist bump. Yeah. Training lineups all pre-done, mate. Love the thought and consideration, Sorare Holland. Absolutely love it. I've got some decent super rares that aren't in teams either. I've only got that one goalkeeper, sadly. That maybe play All Star with my super rares. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play All Star super rare, not champions. Oh no, actually, I don't like muddying the essence pool up, but I've got Stuani's on to play. Let's just leave that the way it is. I'm quite happy with everything. 3 minutes to go, and yeah, is this the best All-Star team? I guess that's the quandary now. I'm not touching these teams, but Guardiola or Wirtz, would they get into this? Nah, probably not. I like Soboslai, Liverpool, I like Sané. I like all those fixtures actually. Yeah, let's just leave that. Anyone in training? Maybe some of the Sociedad guys have got a wee shout to be in the All-Star team. But, nah, I don't think so. Timber, Calafiore, Gabriel Magalhaes and Zinchenko. Thomas Partey, all absent from training. You're not using CCV? I am. I've got CCV in my limited Schmeichel team. And I have him in my Jan Musso team. And I have him in my classic team. I've got 3 Carter Vickers playing this week. I was close to going trusty Vickers in this team, but it then means it's harder to use the Johnsons effectively. Using one Johnson in here, it was kind of weird anyway, playing him in limited since it's such a high value card. But if we win, we win. I've got high XP everywhere, so we could do it. We could go for it. Yeah, I think we're quite set. How many decent lineups do we have then? We've got like a fair few 5-man lineups, by the way, don't we? We've got the super rare, 3 rares, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 5-man teams for a midweek. That's good fun, by the way. It's just all these incoming cards, isn't it? Dimitrescu, Hatate. All good fun, guys. I'm really looking forward to this game week. Tonight should be brilliant. If you're in and around the Glasgow area, check out the AXOM event. I'll be at it, of course. Feel free to come and check it out. Any suggestions for who to replace Barco with for a D1 contender team? Got all the Celtic and Rangers boys. Well, the thing with the contender smashers, right? See, like the Barcos and Ugaldis and Berardis and Shakiris and everything. So they've all got funky calendars, you know, so it's kind of like, you know, you need someone to stop the gap for when Barco returns. So we're almost at the deadline, guys. Fist bump, by the way. I've kind of got everything done. So we'll go on to this little tangent for a second, right? If we go and look at the Russian Premier, they return to Beeswax 2nd of March. So you need somebody that's playing now until March. I don't think Bundesliga 2 has got that bad of a gap in terms of its winter break. It's like 3 weeks or something. Serie B plays all the way through. We'll have a wee peek at this for a second. But so Bundy 2 play, yeah, until the 22nd of December and then come back 17th of Jan. So you'll miss the festive period, but you'll cover the missing Barco period. Inigo Vicente says Mikey Baston, which is a fantastic shout because La Liga 2 play all the way through December, if memory serves. Not quite all the way through. They've actually got a smaller gap off than Germany there. So that could be the place to go. And I think Serie B, yeah, they don't miss a beat. So somebody like Berardi could be on your radar. Because they play January 22nd, Boxing Day, the 29th as well. And then they take their wee bit of time off and come back on the 12th, which is like nothing really, isn't it? So, yeah. Inigo Vicente, very popular. Doesn't have an in-season card. So you're after that Barco element of they've got the in-seasonness about them. So there, Josh. Inigo Vicente, highly likely to move to La Liga in Jan. Buyer beware. Same with Berardi. I kind of had that feeling as well, but with him. Daniel Verde. So I think you're kind of looking at one of the top 5 leagues' second tier to fill that gap for your Barco return. What's their fixture list like? They've got a wee defender that's been really interesting to me. One more game. And then it's end of season. Can't remember checking when their league starts. It can be classic. I was using classic Barco. Fair enough. And then he becomes Piqué Fernandez. Yeah, if you see how Piqué Fernandez has done moving into La Liga, fair enough, he's not went to the best situation, I suppose. But yeah, when you lose some of those guys from La Liga 2 to the top one, it's not too much fun. Now, if we had the wee refresh button, that should be us in the deadline now, guys. We're in the game week. We got there in the end. Well done to all of you. Good luck to your teams as well. And yeah, good luck if you've entered Best of Europe. I'm quite excited for it myself. We'll be giving away that Hatate and a bunch of our limited cards that have been kindly donated to us by Scottish Bar Steward Ian. Yeah, I'm quite liking this last minute change we made to that All-Star team. That's fun. I agree, your backup goalie video was quality. This is my superwear strategy for next season. Love it, mate, love it. I think, like, yeah, Paul, you've been around the block once or twice, mate. You probably know a lot of the stuff that was in that video. Maybe just a wee reminder or a wee update or something like that. I'm glad you enjoyed it, mate. Thanks for checking it out. And it's the way to go, man. Like, also that Dimitrescu, I wish I got that for 20 quid a few days ago. But outside of that, guys, I mentioned in the video, like, I had a Ross Laidlaw problem. So I went and picked up this Kieran O'Hara for under 7 quid. Now, this guy's actually, I was really tempted to buy this guy in the summer. Ex-Man United Academy. He's late 20s. He's played for them before, getting dropped for McCrory. He has, like, featured, I think he had a good game in Europe or something, which made me think, yeah, look at that. Which made me think, oh, he could maybe be the number one, because he stayed in for a little bit until he conceded 3 against Dundee United and then get bombed out. But he's back in now. McCrory got injured. I couldn't find the state of the injury, so if any of you guys know, feel free to educate me. And then I also got a McCracken, and again, he's been kind of in and out, but he's been involved in some Scotland squads, so I do think that he's more in than out overall. So, wee bit of a gamble. I'm trying to be quite cost effective on these guys because I'd already bought Laidlaws and Balcombs to cover me for this, and I haven't picked up Musso, Gasarowski, and now Dimitrescu. I did have some market credits for Musso and Gasarowski because Musso, yeah, it didn't cost me much. I think it actually only cost 11 quid off the balance. So I think I still had my Black Friday credits for the Musso, and a wee bit of the Gasarowski. It only actually cost me 20 quid. for those two, or 20 quid for him, 11 quid for him. So yeah, actually a fair amount of keepers have been coming in recently enough, and you need them. You need them. So Dimitrescu coming in for me actually next weekend is going to be brilliant. I was kind of having a wee gander ahead before, and in this game week, the amount of teams I could possibly play in now, La Liga in season. If Dimitrescu is on to play, it means I don't need to worry about Killison and Oblak. I can use them in classic setup. I could just... Gaia's injured, you said, for a while, so it's good I got the Gasarowski, we're going to call him. Get him in. I've got the Pepelus, I've got the Baranachers, I've got the Guerras. Guerra's starting to build on that little bit of form, isn't he? And Pepelu, how did he do? Aye, good off the bench. Pepelu could be back. Yeah, I could pick anyone up front. I could play a classic card now, which is beautiful, and then I've got that extra spot for another in season, which, you know, could be Sucic or Arambaru, or yeah, I'm quite pumped now. I'm quite pumped. I'm quite excited for this little La Liga in season foray we're going to have. And actually, I'll have a wee peek at this with you, because contender, there's no Celtic. Celtic Rangers Cup final. So we've got 2 Balcombs and a Gordon, and maybe the O'Hara. But no McCracken. Maybe no game for them. Gutted. But maybe 3.5 keepers, 4, something like that. Only 2 defenders. Wow, yes, I might be playing these goalkeepers in like specials and stuff then this game week. That's interesting to see in advance. I've got the midfielders. I can still play like a fun team here. Berardi, of course. Can we make this in season? Yes, we can with Shaqiri. Nice. Who would I want? But Mullenstein at home. Yeah. So I could still do something like this. Oh no, Berardi's classic. I would need to play. Yeah, interesting. So I've got a wee bit of a headache, a wee bit of a dilemma there. The new Villarreal keeper will be Luis Jr. for the next couple of months. Mama and Gaia scheduled out 3 weeks at present. Should be back early Jan. Dimitrescu should be a number 1 next year, so it's nice. Bought mine at the start of the season. Yeah, but we're on the Shaqiri and Wanizek. They have in-season cards. Yeah, they do. The Shaqiri one's kind of harder to get now. Feels like every week there's at least one backup keeper about to get a run of games. Yeah, we've been on a good run of it, by the way. Not just for the video, but just Sorare in general. If you've been getting some of them, I'm seeing success stories all the time, Charlie, you're right. So yeah, so some funny quandaries. But the Zero to Hero video that will be out probably later today, we're scouting the Ultra Attack Special Weekly. It's on this weekend, so if you haven't looked at that yet, it's a good fun video. I hope you have fun with it anyways. Tons of cards getting given away on Zero to Hero. And I've got a bunch of, so I'll show you this before we go as well, right? Because in the last game week, we've picked up another 9 rewards. 1, 2, oh, lost the super rare, gutted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 boxes it is. Oh, doy. I'm an idiot, ignore me. A wee bit of cash, which is fun. What was I going to say? Sorry. So we've got 9 boxes coming. We've already got 11. So we'll be up to 20 rare odd boxes. I've got one of these wee Christmas boxes, by the way. It's maybe the NBA one. I'll open this with you because it's a wee Christmas box. If anything comes out of it, I'll give it to you guys. A wee raffle ticket. Okay, cool. What are these other limited boxes? I think they're from Rivals. Or no, no, they won't be. They're limited boxes. They're not Rivals boxes. But yeah, so we've got 9 coming. We've already got 11 rare boxes. We've got 1 super rare. We've got a few limiteds, yada yada. 7 lineups in the midweek on Friday night for Go Fuck Friday Night, the live stream we do on a Friday night here, 7:30 UK time. I'm going to start it off before we bring the guests in as a box opening jamboree. So we'll see how much we can do, how much essence we can pull out of it. Try and get some cards crafted because, yeah, like we should do it with the amount of boxes we've got. Not too sure about super rare because we only have like a few boxes, but should be good. I'm up for it. Looking forward to it. And yeah, we've got a lot of nice cards here, some of them more nice than others, to give away on the deadline show on Friday. But yeah, guys, I think that's about us. We're all on the deadline. Thanks everyone that tuned in for a wee bit of deadline drama with me. Hopefully you got your teams all sorted in time. And when will we be live? We'll be live tomorrow for FC Barcelona members action. We'll be doing gallery reviews tomorrow. We'll be doing lineup builders for all the FC Barcelona members on Thursday. The membership is £1 a week, £4 a month. You can get it at any time by clicking on my face on YouTube. Go into the members tab on the page. It'll walk you through all that. There's also a little join button just below the video again. Click on that. YouTube will walk you through it. There's 2 options to donate. Donations do not get perks. You need a season ticket. So we'll be doing that tomorrow and Thursday. Wee bit of members hardcore action before Friday. We've got the deadline show, and then we've got the nighttime go fuck show. So it should be good, guys. Should be a big week. Stay tuned to the channel for content and all that good stuff. Of course, all the support means a lot to me, guys. So thanks very much. We'll have an MFL video out as well. Or we just had an MFL. No. Last game of the season is tomorrow. So after tomorrow, or maybe tomorrow, we would do maybe a wee kind of live watch along for the final match of the season. Can we win the league or not? We've actually had some really good results since the last video. I can't wait to tell you about it. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you the rest of the week, of course. Have a great day. Good luck with the game week. And wish me luck for tonight. Take care. Stay out of trouble. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Satara.